I'm Alpha. Here's my 5-minute take on the world as I start the clock for you right now and say thanks for listening and or watching wherever you may be. Your thoughts, ideas, comments, criticisms, whatever, always appreciated. Just knowing that you're listening and or watching. And if you enjoy, pass it along to your friends. And as I always say, if you don't enjoy it, I hope you have no friends. We're going to get into I just wonder why people aren't asking more questions these days. I mean, why aren't they logically seeking logical answers? And they're not. But first, here's the brain stretcher question for you. Psychoanalysts are saying that this is one of the fastest growing addictions in America today. And like all addictions, or like most addictions, it can be detrimental to your health, safety, and well-being. What do you think it is? We'll have the answer for that in about 4 minutes or so. All right. Why aren't people asking questions? Like California. All right, they want to legalize marijuana. Okay, I'm more of a libertarian than not, and some part of me leads me to believe that, yeah, if you legalize it, tax it, make it like alcohol, then maybe you can actually draw some income from it, and maybe that will put a dent in these Mexican cartels that are trying to get a foothold throughout our country, and we're allowing. But then you got to think, it's California. California wants to outlaw cigarette smoking even in your own house. But smoking a doobie is okay? Oh, so the contact high is all right, but the cancer you could get from secondhand smoke, not so good. Why aren't people asking Government Motors, General Motors, what are you doing making political donations now? I mean, 60% owned by the federal government. That means your tax dollars, my tax dollars, we own it. We're not going to get anything out of it, but we own it. But they're making political donations. Why? Why would the government make donations to support a government entity? See, that plagues me too about Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, Fannie Pack, whatever they are. They actually can lobby and make political donations. They're a quasi-government agency. They have no business trying to influence the government on their behalf, but they've done so, and hence the mess we're in right now. Why aren't people asking questions about that? Why aren't people saying to Government Motors, who are you making donations to? I know they have to release this information, but why aren't we asking? Oh, and why aren't we asking, why was it important to make sure the Securities and Exchange Commission doesn't have to bow to any request from the Freedom of Information Act anymore? I mean, they're a government agency too, right? They kind of regulate the business of America, and yet, if there is an issue or a question and we want the information to be released, they're immune. That's according to the most recent law. Why aren't people asking why when it comes to this? Huh? Why aren't people asking the Obamas, what the hell are you doing here? The Obamas say, well, Barack Obama said recently in an interview that he's not that far removed from you and me. I mean, you know, they had high credit card bills and kids had to pay for college and their 401ks, and they just didn't know what to do. Okay, that doesn't seem to be the case now. I mean, we've talked about your vacations before, and I don't begrudge anyone a vacation. However, if you're going to take vacation, I think it should be on your own dime. Granted, when you're President of the United States or First Lady, there are certain expenses that will be incurred by us, the taxpayers. But come on, of all the vacations you've been taking here in the past 3 months, now the White House, or the First Lady, is taking 40 of her closest friends aboard Air Force Two to Marabella, Spain, to, I think it's the Costa del Sol resort, $2,500 a room. Okay, 40 friends? Is it necessary to take 40 friends with you? I mean, maybe 4 or 5 of your really best friends. Take them along, okay? I know you're taking Sasha with you too, and you got to have some care for Sasha and maybe a friend or two with her, but 40 people? Plus a phalanx of agents from the CIA, it's about 70. So they're taking between 60 and 70 rooms at this Costa del Sol resort, $2,500 a night. This is an administration that talks about the evil rich. Well, you're certainly not doing anything to dispel the notion that you might be rich. And as I said, I don't mind you taking vacation on your own dime, but we're paying for that. And I don't know about you, but I can't afford to take a vacation, much less like that. You also say you're trying to stimulate jobs in the economy in this country. Well, then why are you going to Spain? there are some perfectly beautiful places here in this country that would cost a lot less. You could have a wonderful time and stimulate jobs in the economy in this country. But no, you choose to go to another country. Why isn't somebody asking why? Why doesn't somebody, even supporters of Barack Obama, say, you know, you need to tone it down a little bit? Meanwhile, while they're gone, he's in Chicago and there's a birthday party thrown for him and it costs you $30,000 to get in. Very odd messages being thrown out by this administration. And to my way of looking at it, not many of them are very good or productive for this country. All right, brain stretcher answer. The addiction that is gaining a strong foothold and causing a lot of problems for a lot of Americans? Facebook. Yeah. It seems some of the relationships or some of the contacts made on Facebook could be very detrimental to our life at home. What do you think? That's it. My 5 minutes. Actually, a little bit more. See you next time.